It's me again, guys. Hi. I have survived a couple of days of real unpleasantness. My back yesterday was really not fun. And I've had my bad moments today too, but I just finished a little lay down for about half an hour, got some reading done, and the back has loosened up again. Which is why I did it in the first place. It's over here. We'll start our day off by seeing if we can't cash in. This is my old armor. Right, sell that. Spotted skins? Yes, spotted skins. Barbed claws. Barbed claws. Polished sword sheaths. And filth. Piles of creepy filth. Come on, creepy filth. Yeah. I love the creepy filth, man. I love the creepy filth so much we're going to cash in 10 more creepy filth. We're off to the Chamber of the Crossroads, I do believe. I don't think I can get a free trip there, can I?
May Dureen return soon to his halls.
Good evening to those who've joined me. We are off to the Chamber of the Crossroads. I made a wrong turn. We're not off to the Chamber of Crossroads. Yeah, now we're off for sure. This time, definitely. Another wrong turn, but a really minor. I always have to check. Make sure that there are actually stairs going down where I think there are stairs going down, lest I plummet. Because plummeting in Khazad-dûm is really easy to do. Excuse me. The Great Delving complete. And five left. We're now entering Durin's Way, and I think I will grab the quests that pop up here, but I will then do my traditional...
Abide here a moment and speak with me.
Examine the statue. This is the statue. Lifting most of the body from the waist up. Not the fast quest.
These halls will be
Oh, do
great.
you think you can
once
recognize
more.
the statue's pieces now, or you should run into them elsewhere? I think the rest are in goblin and orc camps throughout Khazad-dûm. I would start by heading east to Jazergund. It's the direction from which the goblins who smashed the statue fled. And that's our first one. In Durin's Way, our first quest. There is a deed for falling down the well. You can even survive. Sometimes. It's kind of a crapshoot. I don't know of any specific way of surviving.
The
But I
shadow
have
of
survived.
Mordor will not
Most of
long
the time I
fill the
died.
halls of Khazad-dûm.
We'll see.
I have need of your great
Welcome
skill.
to the Chamber of the Crossroads. It shall be my command center for a time, as we establish our presence here in Moria. We will busy ourselves with making ready to restore the mines and cities beneath the mountain. I will never forget the great deeds you have done on behalf of the Iron Garrison, and I eagerly await tales of your future achievements. I am ever at your service, and may your feet lead you well in the darkness of Khazad-dûm and beyond.
We
Nice
must
guy,
be
that
cautious. Dwarves have not
Great
lived
big
here
within the
for
Great
long
Dome.
years.
That's easy. And Lickmund? No, Lickmund.
I am not sure Khazad-dûm
Thetmar
can
sent
be
you to
restored.
check up on us.
The orcs
Did he?
have surely
More
ruined
like he sent you to check up on me. I still owe him a hefty gambling debt from our last outing together. Betting you're betting? He wants to make sure I live long enough to make good on it. Well, we could use the extra hands anyway. So you're welcome to stay if you have a pair of them to lend to our efforts. His
We can
companions,
drive the orcs from Khazad-dûm. Will it be enough?
stronghold of the
We
goblins,
can only
find and
hope
talk
that
to Crumb.
Durin's bane sleeps deeply.
Rink.
Perhaps soon we shall stand face to face with
Defeat
Lord
goblins
Ban.
in the hall of the high stair. Okay, I can do that. Sure, why not? And
If we
Fustles.
drive the orcs from Khazad-dûm,
Destroy the
will it be
drums.
enough?
Yep, drums. Drums in the deep. I've heard of
Hear
it.
me out, friend.
Collect
for I
supply
have
cards.
a tale of glory to tell.
Yes, tale of glory to tell. How nice. But we're going to take a couple of minutes. They're not going to be fascinating minutes. Because you see this little road right here that goes back and forth and eventually leads to the 21st hall. We're going to ride it. The 21st hall is the main hub in Moria, if you've never been. It's got everything a growing boy could ever want or need. But the trip isn't fascinating. It's like 2 or 3 minutes of just kind of riding back and forth. Back and forth. The only thing really along the way is one or two of the crafting dungeon, it says there. Basically, you can get crafting match out of them. Pardon me. It's an early start. We've entered Jundlebabe. Not sure what the circumflex over the A would be pronounced. A with the circumflex would be babe. It's hard to know. We Americans, we don't have many of those wacky dots and dashes and circumflexes over our vowels. I mean, I can manage an umlaut as well as the next guy. Oh, I can probably better than most next guys. But the circumflex, or the little circle that they love in the Scandinavian countries, yeah. Give me an umlaut and I'm good to go. Yep. I must have the quest Makab Faham or Makab Farak.
Is there aught which you need?
No, I don't need any aught, thank you. But those are a couple of the crafting dungeons. Can't remember. Wood, maybe. Wood or ore. I think those are cheap. No, that's not true. They're also sage ones. Could have been sage. Scholar mats. We're almost done. One more U-turn. Which we're in the middle of. 21st Hall awaits. Ziggelnabe. And we're heading into the 21st Hall. The hub for Moria. New deeds, Alamalek.
The shadow of Mordor will not long fill the halls of Khazad-dûm.
You keep telling yourself that, friendo. Yeah, just go right ahead. I'm going to take advantage of the fact that we have a bank here. Drop off stuff in my bank. Now, obviously, they use dwarven magic to hook up the vaults, but it's a pretty good trick.
The Lords of Moria have returned!
Right, the Lords of Moria have returned, guys, just so you know. I will spend 5 gold to increase the size of my bank, and I will spend 5 more gold to increase it again. And now, after 120, you gotta pay coins. That goes, that goes. There's the crafting stuff, that goes. That goes. That goes. We hold on to these because we're picking those up. I think we're still picking that up. Maybe not. That goes. Magnificent hides, we are picking those up. These are all of our present mats. Okay. Those go. Those go. Those go. Oh, I can use those now. That's nice. That goes. Pardon me a second here. I just need to, clear out some crap. I have one that's holding. Damn it. Yeah, I do have one holding rep items. There we go. That can go. That goes. Throwing out all kinds of stuff. Equipped. This one is. I will consider my options. This one is. Probably not quite as good, so that one will move over and it will sell, giving us another space in our bag. Bag space matters. Those go there. What am I doing with those? Okay, so I'm holding on to those. I don't want to hold on to those. Hold on to those. Mark acquisition, I don't want to hold on to. Extraordinary experience, I will hold on to that one. Reputation acceleration, sure, I'll hold on to that. And I guess we're probably okay for. I forgot to open that on level 50. Now I feel ashamed. Please forgive me, guys. First thing we're going to do, we're going to eat these. 3,500 rep. Om nom nom. How about this chest? Significantly more armor, less might, about the same vit. Give up the. Yeah, it's probably better. Fine, it's probably better. Looks pretty good, too. We pop back out, we'll sell the pieces of junk we've got. Fine. hope everyone's having a decent Monday, and that their week so far hasn't sucked. Use the Ambercraft Trader.
Once there was trade between the dwarves of Moria and the elves.
3 things we need to sell. There we go. Cleared out. Our inventory is functional again. So now, we're just going to pop right back to we just were.
The time has come to drive forth the orcs from our kingdom.
I must first have the quest. Well, in this particular case, as it turns out, I'm going to go ahead and spend the mithril coin, you assholes. Pardon my French. Alright. In this area is where we've got all kinds of quests, so that's where we're off to. We're going to defeat some Dreadbag. We're going to kill some gobbies. Destroy their drums and their supply crates. Memory serves, the drums are to my right. Here and to the right. I've discovered the Hall of the High Stair. High Stair. I was correct. The drums were to the right. Possible I might have done this before. Gobby's going down like it's nothing. Bats having no chance against the might of my throne Beerstein. So, as I see, continuing the tradition of the Brawler absolutely beating the living crap out of everybody. Right, baby. Ow, ow, ow. I'm gonna get the bat first. My general quest. He survived. Little jerk. Will he stay floating above where the drum was? Yes, he's continuing to float. We all float down here. Alright, that's a couple of quick quests taken care of. Mount up. Let's check and see if we've got 2 ticks of destiny available. We should. 2 uses of destiny. Next use in 23 hours and 50 minutes. And it's our first supply crate. As supply crates go, not that interesting. I'm thinking, given how infrequently I seem to crit on most of these mobs with my thrown mug of doom, that they probably have a good deal of crit defense, and I'm gonna, if I want to be doing more of that, I'm going to need to at some point get more finesse. I think they're up here. Yeah. See, I can remove that and that from the tracker. So anything else I stumble over that opens up won't bump anything that's active. Catch. And that's all the supply crates. I haven't seen any Gred bag. I can't do that one yet. Oh, they're all the way back down in the Great Delving. Huh? That's annoying. I don't think I got the quest until I was already in the Chamber of the Crossroads. Yeah, I did. Got the quest in the Chamber of the Crossroads. What's up with that? Sending me back to where I have already been. All right, Crumb. I think I have to escort him around.
Balin came, but we have heard no word from him.
Lickmund sent you. I welcome your aid. The camp just around the corner is large, but I'm not yet sure how large it truly is. Let us find out. So let us. And he's off and running. Escort quests. Ninak Faltor. Ninknack. Ninknack? Ninknack. Ninknack Paddywhack. One-shot at him. So when I do get the crits, I can still one-shot stuff. Let's see if I can. 2 in a row. Can I get 3? Nope. My record is 3. I've done it 3 times. 3 state one-shot crits to the melon with a beer stein. Come on, Crumb. What are you looking for? I'll call him Croon. Calling him Crumb makes it sound like he's got issues. Alright. I got rid of that. Oh, wooden chest. Free loot. Free money. Just like in real life, I would not say no to free money. I need to get the Gred bag, so. I will go ahead and take care of the Gred bag now. Well, we can come back and turn in 5 quests rather than 4. Don't worry, it's no Gred big deal. So I do not know how long I'll be streaming for this evening. See how the back holds up. Right now it feels fine. I do believe there's a piece of the statue over here on the left. Surrounded by a couple of, like, bats. Yep, there we are. Chest piece, or maybe it's not. Something entirely different. Dr. Ramby. Unexpected treasure. I can't really call it unexpected treasure. I said it was there before I got here. So expected treasure, I guess. Alright, I need 12 of the red bag. What's the bugs? Deep claws. Do we have the bread bag over here? We got plenty of deep claws, but not bread bag. Sweet, but bread bag. They're everywhere and nowhere. It's not exceptionally helpful. Map descriptor. Couple. Two. I don't have to go all the way back over to the Palace of Nain. Track down a bunch of them. Oh, well, sure. Three. Yeah, I think it's going to have to be on the western side of our little town here. Golden View. Go all the way, I think, to the Temple of Nain, but relatively close, anyway. Red bag. I think there's some more around here. Maybe not. Maybe it's just deep claws. No, there's, yeah, just deep claws. Right. Temple of Nain it is, I guess, or Palace of Nain. Stupid Gredbeg. They are, it turns out, a Gredbeg problem. Good evening, Z. How you doing? I'm having... Ooh, starts the quest, a Moria mirror. Alright. Let's start a quest. And we will speak with Slagvy after we find a place with enough bugs we can step on. Palace of Nain proper. The Palace of Nain proper, it looks like. Alright. Lamab Doom. Oh my god, they were just in here killing all the Gredbag. Alright, 6 to go. And they were just in here killing all the Redneck. Oh my god. I'm cursed. I need 2 more. 1. One more of the big ones. There we go. 12 out of 12. Dun 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 dun. It's a dead end. It's quite possible I've never actually been in that place before. I've seen that it was a dead end. And now everything will respawn on me. Perhaps not. I was too quick with my manufactured outrage. So, I need to speak to Slagvi in the Dolphin View. And back to the Chamber of the Crossroads. I knew there was a quest for the mirrors. I just didn't know where it started. And now I have stumbled over it. Slugby.
I am not sure Khazad-dûm
So you
can
were the
be
one that
restored.
adjusted the light, were you?
orcs have surely
First I
ruined
thought
it.
there was a fire, and that we were about to be attacked. Then I realized the light was a warm, gentle one. I knew then that it came from one of the ancient mirrors I've heard so much about. I am only happy that I lived to see the beauty of the light system in Khazad-dûm. Deed bestowed. That's a lot of lights I gotta find. Reflector would be the title. Pulu Felgar, once again raiding with a party of 13, and my mini-feed still not telling me. I have to determine this for myself. Thank you very, very much. Hope the stream was awesome. It's about to get, significantly less good, but I appreciate the raid very much. Good evening, everybody. Stable Master, back to the Chamber of the Crossroads.
The time has come to drive forth the orcs from our kingdom.
Why is it not fast travel? Hi, guys. And welcome. Character is in their second day in Moria. Happy nomming. I have already nommed. My nom tonight was a dish I lovingly refer to as glop. I hope you'll do better. But I always enjoy the start of Moria. It begins to bog down for me about 56 or 57. But the first part of Moria is always fun, I find. Waterworks, it starts getting a little bit slow. You get down to the Shadowed Refuge, and it's not great. But I hope everyone's Monday has been acceptable, and that their week so far doesn't suck. Best you can hope for on a Monday is that it's not sucking so far. For me, I am fighting back pain, but it's doing okay right now, knock on wood. That's about as bad as a Monday's gonna get for me, generally speaking. And here we are. I just spoke about the waterworks. I could take a quick trip and show it to you. But I'd rather cash in quests. Hello,
You
Bosie.
have done well, friend.
Good work. You are ever a friend friend at need, and I am at your service. You continue to impress me with your inextinguishable fervor towards our cause. Well, that's me. I'm all about the inextinguishableness.
Records and histories of Moria will aid us, if you can find them.
The Gredbeg were a dreadful hazard, and despite your efforts, they will undoubtedly return in time, but we cannot spend... Yeah, I'm going to skip reading. It's necessary. Find and search the Chamber of Knowledge, Chamber of Wisdom, and Chamber of Deep Thought. Right.
Welcome to Khazad-dûm.
You have dealt a blow to the goblins, laying hold to the hall, and this is a welcome first step in taking back the High Stair. High Stair. We must continue to be vigilant against the goblins, for they are not easily retreat. Thanks for your help. You've given me some great hope. Well, that's what I'm all about. I'm about helping people. By murdering more unpleasant people. Technical discussion. Do goblins qualify as people? Don't know. I mean, theoretically, the orcs are the twisted elves from, Morgoth. So, did they still qualify as...
I am not sure Khazad-dûm can be restored. The orcs have surely ruined
So the camp was larger than Crumb first thought. It's good to know more about it. Fortunately, it lies off the main road of Jazargund, and leading for the most part off sell my crap.
There is little left in Khazad-dûm to interest our craftsmen, unless Mithril be found.
Bust those open for sales purposes. Sell. Regin. Creepy goos. Goos are great, but if it's not filth, I'm not interested. And
If it were not for the
thank you for
prospect
your help,
of
Briquette.
finding
I'm
me,
very much looking
I
forward
would
to
not
taking a
come
nap in a
here.
while. Understandable. It may seem like a small thing, but the better rested we are when the battle is joined, the more favorable towards us it will go. Drums of war, reputation change. I'm now a friend to the Iron Garrison Guards. Friend of the Guards, deed completed, friend of the Guards, and 10, I believe, LotRO points. Alright.
The House of Durin.
This camp is of great importance to our expedition. From here we can keep an eye on anything that tries to move between Durin's Way and the Great Delving in the south. Without these supplies, we might have been forced to abandon this vital watch post. And there's Ramby.
The day of the dwarves
An
is
ornate
coming.
chest piece, you say? Surrounded by bats. That's interesting.
Hear me out, friend.
Talk to
for I have
Sigdan
a
at the Chamber
tale
of
of glory
Crossroads.
to tell.
Sigdan? Hi, Sigdan.
These halls will be great.
Yes, I am
once more.
Sigdan, your servant, brave brawler. Why have you sought me out? Sigdan looks carefully at the claw marks on the armor. These scratches are too deep to have been caused by even the largest of bats. It would have taken something much stronger to have pierced armor this well made. That's really all I can say. Back to Ramby.
Greetings, friend. Are you
His
lost?
brother is Rambo. Sigdan doesn't think it was done by a bat, and neither do I. The bats fit into this in some way, but I've yet to figure out how. Ooh, I'm gonna guess Mervale? Lickmund. No,
Balin Kane,
yeah,
for we have
Lickmund.
heard
Yeah,
no
Lickmund
word from
too.
him.
Thank you for helping us out, Briquette. Now that we're settled in this chamber, we can see to some other pressing matters.
What foul and nameless things
Talk to
we face in
Listine
Moria,
at the entrance to
I know
Zirag
not.
Zigil. And Valfi? Mapping the Winding Way.
We have seen naught of Durin's Bay.
Head to the first section of the
Beware
Winding Way
the
and draw on a
journey into
parchment.
Moria.
Go the entire freaking way again? I rode that way once already. Don't wanna.
Perhaps soon we will toast
I
our
do, don't
victory
I?
against the orcs of Moria.
Crap. Something's been stirring up the bats since we arrived. At first I thought it was these goblins, but I spotted something else the other day. It looked like one of those Marival, but different in some way. I say we find out what it was and deal with both the bats while we're about it. There's a small outpost north of here. The door to the clouds near the entrance to Zirak Zigil. Go there and speak with Kalman and find out what they know of the bats. Where are the chambers? Well, I want to follow the epic book for now, so I'm off. I believe Zirak Zigil is Silvertime in Dwarvish. Thank you very, very much for the follow. Pew, 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 you. Thank you very much, and you get the spiel. I just have one. Welcome to my humble little stream of misfunction, malfunction, dysfunction, and frequently complete and total unfunction. You're most welcome indeed, and thank you very, very much for the follow. Never gets old. Well, the day will come where they'll probably get old, but it's not there yet. It's not old. I am, but it's not. We want to do this. Find 3 chambers. Wisdom, deep thought, and knowledge. Well, if I know anything about the dwarves, the chamber of deep thought is the latrine. Okay, that's more by personal experience, but I think it probably holds for dwarves as well. Well, here's one of them, if memory serves. The Chamber of Knowledge. Just in case something chooses to attack me, I'll dismount. Find some withered pages within the strongbacks. The script is still legible. That one's back by the door where we came in. The other one, yeah. So we're going to do a little riding. We're going to ride like the wind. Sort of like the wind. Not really. But the chamber where we killed the spider, the sort of glass spider, early on, after entering Moria, is one of these 3 rooms, I do believe. And the last one is the one that's filled with the yowling deep claws. Like those guys. Ooh, heavy pile. Large node, can't say no. I'm weak-willed. Give me a heavy wood pile or a rich ore vein, and yeah. I lose my free will. It vanishes. I lose all personal agency. My hand on its own decides what I must do. Quit your whining and moaning. And here goes. Room. I think this one's actually deep thought. It is. Some of the text can still be deciphered. We're here. I think it's faster. head back down to the threshold and catch Fast Pony back to Dolphin. I will be disappointed if I arrive only to find out there is no Fast Pony. Memory tells me it's a Fast Pony. My memory is not what it used to be. If I remember
friend.
right.
Are you
Oh,
lost?
bastards! So, well, I hope everyone's having a lovely evening. Did that used to have a fast travel? I would swear it used to have a fast travel option. Swearing incorrectly, probably, but... we need 600. Currently, I'd get 256 from what I've got. Which means I'm probably going to need about 160 of the ore. Just to smelt. But I will be able to buy coal and make Kazada iron out of it. 6 per. Just doing a little head math. Filical turtle. I think I only did the turtle like once or twice. I didn't do the turtle a bunch. No, it was more than that. I think the Watcher I only did a couple of times. How you doing, Kanaka? I didn't do the turtle a bunch. Maybe a half a dozen times? You know me and grouping. Historically, go together like chocolate and sausages. I'm trying to mount. I really am. You can even see the little button. It's animated. I think this is called lag. SSG. Oh, SSG. I may have DC'd. Lag this long usually means a DC, and it will probably put me back at the threshold. I'm certainly glad you're feeling better. Norovirus, not good. The viral population of Earth has decided that it doesn't like us humans, and it's going to mess with us at every chance it gets. I'm sure I've disconnected. Yeah, I'm not even getting a response back. So I'm going to boot it in the head and relaunch. My apologies. Not really anything I can do about it. I expect I will return back in the damn threshold. Alright. And at least visually we're back. Really? Which one? What did you get? What did you get? I made it to Dolphin View. That is an improvement. I was pretty certain I was coming back at the threshold, so I'm pleased with that. I think that's pretty much the one I'm running right now. It runs sort of diagonally from right to left, down to the left. Yeah, that's the only thing I really wish. Because I was in a hurry, because my other PC had died, I had to go with the available one. So I only have a 1 terabyte SSD. It's got the 3070 in it, I assume. It's the same as mine. In which case, it throws off a lot of heat. I have to search the Chamber of Wisdom. Am I in the wrong? I'm in the wrong damn place again. I mean, it has. It's slotted and graded on the top. Where is it? There. Oh, that's right, that one. So I don't really have much of a problem with it overheating, of which I'm aware. But the graphics card gets rolling pretty good, that's for sure. It's up around there. Is it here? No. Next level up, I think. That's been my only real complaint about this system is you can really hear when the video card is starting to get warm and it spins up its fans up to the next notch. It's not quite, aircraft engine noise, but it's loud. All right, do we have anything in here waiting for us? I don't recall. The Chamber of Wisdom. I've never been in here before. What a surprise. Broken tablet within inscription can be discerned. Now, back to the Chamber of the Crossroads. Ah, is it? So that is what, board temperature? CPU temp? Because most of the time when it kicks off for me, it's not like it's always on a start or stop of some big function like booting a game or something. I admit to having not paid. Yeah, that was gonna. I could tell when I hit it. But to not paying an enormous amount of attention to it under exactly what circumstances. But I also do have it happen when I'm doing something graphically intensive. It'll wake up and the fans will kick off. Because they just want to say hi. Dwarf Lord's Gate. Gotta say, the architectural stuff still looks great in this game. And I will repeat, because I think it's one of my mantras for Lord of the Rings Online, that Minas Tirith is the best piece of in-game architecture I've ever seen. Hi, Bosie. Excellent. These records and histories are very old and probably harbor many ancient secrets. They are sure to be tremendously valuable. Bosie examines each of the records in turn, and his face falls somewhat as he reads. Records of goods bought and sold, inventories of iron and other metals. These are of some interest, to be sure, but... He trails off and then brightens. Wait a moment. You have something here after all. Symbol of deep thought. Mitts and crits. Resistance, vit, and fate. Advit, block, parry, evade. Fizmit, Tacnet. Currently I'm getting Might, Vit, Morale, and Fizmit. I guess we'll take this one, but I don't think I'm going to use any.
This record tells of a mighty axe.
Yeah, the environmental stuff's always been good, but I think they've
heart of fire.
just gone crazy, basically, since Helm's Deep. Helm's Deep was, I felt, a real masterpiece that really, really captured what I thought the place should look like. And then Minas Tirith was bonkers. Minas Morgul's really good, too, although it lacks a little bit of the character, simply because, you know, piles of rubble being around everywhere kind of reduce the appearance for me. These pages mention something curious indeed. An axe made entirely of mithril. Light enough to be wielded one-handed, but strong enough to fell any foe or rend any armor in a single sweep. Ziggelberk, it was called. And it appears to have been forged in Durin's time by one called Ongli. Not heard that name before. How can it be that one so skilled would not be remembered in legend? There is more to be learned on these pages. Could it be that Ziggelberk might yet be found? My son Bori has been racked by grief ever since Broin was slain before the doors of Durin. Bring him these pages and tell him of Ziggelberk. Do him well to have other thoughts upon which to brood. Go up the stairs on the eastern side of the chamber and through the door into the chamber of command. My son Bori is there, and Broger also. Well, not to excuse any of it, but I imagine dealing with the kind of audience you get in MMOs has got to be an incredible drain of mental fortitude over time. I am running Redline. Straight Redline so far. I even have a point. I believe I'm putting them there. Yeah, straight Redline so far. Absolutely annihilating everything, at least until I got into Moria. Now, not everything dies in one hit from a mug or a hit from a mug and one punch. Some things are taking 3, even 4 punches total. But it is delightful fun using Hurl Object and getting a crit and peeling off 3/4 of the life on a mob. Just going around hucking beer steins at everything. It doesn't get old. That's one of the traceries I used, though. Was I did use the tracery of Hurl Object to give me like an extra 42.5% and 2.7 second cooldown, I think were the numbers. Alright, that is back in the library infested with the deep claws. Yeah, it's at least while leveling up to 50 and going into Moria, this class is a complete beat stick. It just crushes stuff. In Angmar, there's a cave. It's a part of O'Hare. It's before you even get to O'Hare, with the Maraviolin, and it's all SIGs and elites. And you get to the end, and it's that one is an elite master and a SIG, I think. And I handled them. And then there's the one in south of Gwingris. There's another little instanced area where there's a bunch of trolls with the same sort of deal, and I fought an elite master and I think a master and defeated them solo, small fellowship quests, without any real, but they were very close fights, but historically, they were quests I wouldn't go anywhere near solo. I wouldn't even consider them. Oh, he decided he wanted to play. I do think it is important that everyone who play a brawler has to do it as a hobbit. I think irony and systemic sarcasm require you to be a brawler hobbit. Mine's even an old lady. Sure, you could do a dwarf. But the idea of running up to some big orc and just one-shotting it, or maybe firing off a beer stein and one-shotting it as you're running by, it's glorious. Alright, here you go, Bori. I got your books. Papers and stuff.
I think you have found the answer.
You found the location of Kitab Zahar, the word hoard of Durin. I am deeply impressed. It is a shame that your report tells of a great infestation of deep claws and cave claws. I hope the beasts have not ruined too many of the records and histories kept in that place. It seems that Ongli, the great craftsman who may have forged Ziggelberg, was very protective of his privacy. Durin granted him a secret forge at which to work, Narkaleb, the Heart of Fire. The way to Narkaleb was locked by means of some trick known only to a trusted few. These pages do not mention the location of Narkaleb, but they do say that the trick to opening the way was kept in Kitab Zahar. Now that you have found the word hoard of Durin, you can search for this trick.
We
wants
must
me to go
find
back and
the
kill
Heart of Fire and the
Gayflaws.
means to access it.
I will do so. We're going right back where we were. The word hoard. I believe that's what the new study where you get all of your traceries and new legendaries. I think that's called the word hoard of a name I do not recall. On the second floor, left-hand side of the last homely house. I believe that was called the word hoard as well. Going the right way. I am going the right way. Okay, there we go. I confused myself. I can do that with great ease. So, I'm going to wade in and murder 14 cave claws. Deep claws. Claws. They're going to pay for everything they have done to this word hoard. First, one-shotted it with a beer stein. 2 in a row. My record is 3. Nope, no luck. All right. shot. Nice. Delightful. There's another one shot with the mug. It just, yeah, it's wonderful. I'm gonna kill more than I have to. Because this is where the thing I'm looking for is. See? But that was a pretty quick 15 deaths. I can mount up now. Oops. No. Don't want to go dropping off a higher area. You'll cut your legs and move at half speed. I will share with you the greatest half-speed story I know about this game. For those who may not be aware, if you fall from a great height, you'll hear a and your movement will be slowed for anywhere from 6 seconds to 60 seconds. But if you fall from just a little bit higher than 60 seconds, you die. A friend of mine was running around in the PvMP, the player versus monster player zone, being pursued, and was in a losing situation. So he headed for a cliff and he jumped and he just ran right off the edge. The guy who was chasing him got to the edge and jumped off the edge. My friend broke his legs for 60 seconds, but the other guy's jump had taken him just high enough that he hit the ground and died. I doubt it solos like a warden. I don't think it's got, at least not in the red line. One of the other lines may offer enough regenerative abilities to keep it alive longer. But I don't think it's got the sort of self-preservational gambit equivalents that warden has. But I have not checked. I have just been running straight red line to murder things.
This must be it.
This looks promising indeed.
To accessing the heart of fire.
Let me see what I can learn from these pages. Many of the words are faded, and the parchment is rotten. Curse these deep claws and cave claws that nest now in Khatum Zahar. Use this secret to opening the door. Seems to be punishable by death or imprisonment. Blacksmith Ungli could approve entry, as could Durin, of course. I cannot make out the next line, but here we go. The door will be hidden until the following steps are taken. This word must be Ungli, which means that he must be hailed as a master blacksmith or congratulated for his fine works. Saluted, I think. And then these words are spoken. Babe Kanon Zahuk. This is it!
But still, we have no idea of its location.
Runekeeper. The RK. And when I run RK, I always run Pure Lightning again, because I'm a solo player by nature. We now have the secret to opening the doors to the Heart of Fire, but not the location of the doors themselves. This is a frustrating turn. Speak to my Uncle Broger about this, if you would. He's busy, as usual, organizing our efforts here within Moria. He may have some idea that has eluded our consideration. Broger is wise and has a great store of knowledge in that hold ahead of his. We'd be very happy to have him giving thought to this adventure as well, for his input is certain to be valuable. Yeah, Redline is fire, isn't it? Which is great for, like, dungeons and stuff. Historically, anyway, when the class was young, and I was still old, but I was younger, rolling dots was where the biggest damage numbers came. Was fire rolling dots with an RK.
I do not have time for riddles. There's too much to be done.
Nephew's told me of this wild goose chase. How can he be certain that Narkaleb, the Heart of Fire, ever existed at all? We would have heard tales of such a forge in Ziggelberg? An axe made entirely of mithril? Ludicrous. This would surely have been featured in many of our tales before now, as all dwarves would sing of its praise until the end of time. You would have better looking for a wild red-horned goat than you would finding this ridiculous forge. This secret to opening the door you have discovered is nothing more than a mad dwarf's mutterings.
I have had an idea.
Thanks, Captain
What if the
Braindown.
goblins
Really
have
know how to
found
cheer
the
a
heart
place
of
up.
fire? I have had an idea. What if the goblins have found
You
the
will
heart
always
of
have
fire?
my deepest my respect for what you did before the doors of Durin, avenging my poor son with your excellent weapon. I don't have a weapon. I have fists of fury. But I must be honest with you. I believe you're wasting your time. As long as you'll be traipsing around in the dark looking for Flight of Fancy Forge, you might as well accomplish something worthwhile. There seems to be a large goblin presence along the Silvertine Lodes, far to the south and below the Great Delving. As long as you're searching for this fabled Heart of Fire, you may as well slay goblins while you do it, especially the ones that have moved into Gamelphilic, the Elder Mine. The goblins are many, and bringing an ally or two might be a good idea. In fact, why not steal some of their maps? They have long lived here in the darkness, and their crude maps may show the way to this mythical forge of yours, as well as being useful to those of us seeking paths that actually exist. Hi there. Welcome. Yeah, I've never really done any healing in the game. I have my only cap level character is a minstrel who's never been out of red. He's never been out of I believe it used to be called War Speech since he was created. Like I said, I mostly solo. Historically, in other games, I have tanked, but I've never really healed. For whatever reason, it just never grabbed me. I mean, I've done a little bit low-key healing, but a couple of dungeon runs, and they were successful, but then it wasn't very challenging content. Alright, we are now back off to the Silvertine Lodes. To kill, was it 18 goblins and get their 4 maps. Next quest, kill 1,000 goblins. The kill 10 rats quests with escalating numbers. What's the largest number of kill 10 rats? And, you know, the deeds don't count. But just a quest. Basic grunt level quest. I can't think of any that required more than kill 18. Although, as a matter of fact, there were a lot in WoW that required killing many more than 18 because the drop rates were so terrible. Happened sometime in LotRO too. You know, get 10 donkey spleens, but you have to kill 150 donkeys to get 10 spleens. Yeah, I would expect. But then I've never really chased any of the Slayer deeds historically. I did briefly on one of my characters many years ago, and I think what broke me of ever wanting to try it again was killing the trolls in, I think it's Harlog, in the Lone Lands, or maybe it was trolls in the southern area of North Downs. It was trolls, and I was killing trolls on a guardian. Yeah, Lone Lands. Okay. That's Harlog, if I remember correctly. And I was doing it on a Guardian, and at the time, Guardian was not a fast killer under any circumstance. That's 3. It was so terribly slow going that's what turned me off ever doing the that's a one shot. Turned me off ever doing sort of any systematic Slayer deeds. I'll do them when I have to. For instance, on this character just a couple of nights ago, off stream, I killed like 130 spiders to get nice. To get Enmity of the Spiders 2 so I could teleport home back to Mickle Delvin. You know, and because I've done that in the past, I knew the right place to go. In my experience, the best place to go for that is the Quarry in Scary. Another crude map. I'll help myself. Two crude maps. And I had to do a couple of Slayer deeds on my free-to-play account that I'm playing during my early sessions to finish up so that I could get my 95 points to get the writing skill. Alright, I need one more crude map and a few more dead gobbies. Yeah, laugh it up, happy boy. He doesn't seem to be laughing anymore. I wonder why not. I don't remember where there's another map off the top of my head. So I'll ride around like a crazy person until I find one. Scientifically proven to work, eventually. Most of the time. Have a mug and a smile. Little jerk. I need one more gobby and one more map. I expect if I can find a map, I'll find a gobby to go with it. This one over here? I thought there was one somewhere over here. Maybe not down here in this area, but up a little bit. Yay! Those things are even crabbier than I am. That looks like a map. If I get there. That's the question. Okay, it's a question. May not be the question. Your mileage may vary. Well, those things are always annoying. The glowworms, that I know for a fact. I don't recall all the times I've done this having this much trouble finding a stupid map. Up here? Maybe I think one? My brain is telling me there's one up here somewhere. I wouldn't trust my brain because, as I have said before, my brain has shit for brains. I need to talk to Thetmar in the Deep Descent. Okay. I'll do that as soon as I can find one more damn map. Oh, not that way. Just Gredbag. They're kind of being a Gredbag pain in my ass. Could have sworn there was one tucked back in here somewhere. But me swearing doesn't make it so. Fine. Down go the worms. As fast as I can regenerate my mug, unless, of course, I hit a lag spike, they're going down. That's some significant lag going on there. Significant lag. Fat Buddy! Welcome back, and thank you very, very much, as always. I hope your week is off to a not suck start. I'm now in lag online. Wow, it's really bad here. But by the gods, or possibly, if not gods, the Valar, the Lyar, I'm going to get that last bloody map from this place up here. Ooh. Nice devastate. That's, well, really, I can't give myself for credit for crits in a row on these jerks. They up here? How about I mount up and find out? He's not going to not come after me, sir. There we go. We have a crude map there. We will finally get our last map. And a Moria sneak. Little snot. Yeah, fine. We have it all. I need to talk to Thetmar at the Deep Descent. Head back to Dolven View. Ooh, nice. Mithril flake out of just a random piece of wood. I like that. I am magnifying lens, and I approve that message. That's some lag. I don't suppose there's any convenient place over here that I could... Yeah, I knew I was gonna... That's fine. Well, they're having a good time. Wow, that's a much, much longer broken legs than I was expecting. Alright. The deep descent up here. Dolphin view. And back to the Chamber of the Crossroads. It's a 260 mount, 268 speed mount, but he just doesn't feel like it. Alright, we got one quest for you guys in here. Hi, Fatmar.
Greetings, friend. Are you lost?
No, I'm found. And now back to Dolphin View for another quest to turn in. To Goat. I guess he's the greatest of all time. We're getting close to level 53. Where's Goat? I will sell my crap first.
You will find no better craftsmen than Durin's folk.
Repair our crap. Sell either of those things. That. I will sell that because I don't need will. I'm a fighter, not a thinker. Buy back the tablets. Thank you. Yeah, I can't see myself using it. Let me really quickly consume the rep items. 700 rep is glorious. All right, Goat. Oh, sorry, it's Soat.
If it were not for the
Another
finding
infused
me,
garnet.
I would not have come
Hammer
here.
and tongs. These papers must date back to the time of Durin's rule. Very promising find. Falgir Twist Tongue was a famous riddle master and tinkerer of words. These runes are utterly foreign to me, so I believe they may be a special language he made up. You should hang on to these papers in case you see any of these runes in Moria. I have a feeling that Falgir left some puzzles to resolve. We have an infused garnet, so I'm going to use that right now. We'll head over here to Fastar, and we'll go to the training hall,
You have come at a most
and we'll just
fortuitous
go.
time. Greetings, traveler.
Many armories and forges of the dwarves lie
I used to do
dormant in
these
Khazad-dûm,
religiously.
awaiting the hands of their masters. One such has been claimed by the orcs of Moria for a training hall. If the forge is to see service again, the orcs must be driven forth.
This is where you used to get scrolls to change your damage type on your legendary weapon. This was the first one you could realistically or easily get, and it would give you, oh nice, no, not a one-shot. It did crit, but it didn't one-shot. Only almost one-shot. Where you could get ancient dwarvish damage added to your legendary weapon. These. well, look who's here. Trouble, incarnate, made manifest. The lovely and dangerous Faye. Hi, Faye. Been a while, they decided to let you not work? Thank you, Vorp. That was so helpful in your own peculiar way. Fat ass. Get it straight. What is up with the fancy cam? This is just the camera I've always had. I've only had one camera. This camera and me, we go way back. It doesn't actually have any sort of connection. It sort of sits up on top. I was really surprised it didn't have like a little clamp or anything. And down he goes. But over time it will sort of slide back. I created an empowered garnet. And I have to manually bring it back forward to sort of center on this loving, charming, caring face. No, that's me. And I'm probably shrinking too, because that happens as you get older. You shrink, your ears and nose continue to grow. The whole thing is not a great deal. I recommend stay young, kids. Trust me on this one. You might think, like all the kids, they think, hey, getting old's cool. I tell you, the kids are wrong. It ain't that cool. Stay young.
If Doran's Bane lives still, we will destroy it and make of it a standard to terrify our foes.
So the dwarves, it turns out, are a little bit psychotic when it comes to what they want to do with their foes, involving the foe's body parts. Back to Brogur in the Chamber of the Crossroads. And Brogur will be kind enough to make me level 53. Rawr. So, sadly, they wouldn't let me use the word fisting on my my fist weapons for this character. Fisting evidently is on their list of words. So this is Butter Bumper's Bashers, and then Butter Bumper's Beer Bucket. Well, it's understandable that particularly the number of fisting references that would be in characters' last names. Would be limitless. So I understand when they do that. And Brogor will now level me up. Hi, Brogor. How you doing? You looking good? You lost weight? I would doubt it. Most of the time, the forbidden namespace is across the game.
These maps do not tell me anything.
For instance, I was making a character who I was always going to dress in purple, and I was going to name his last name Grape Flavor. But I couldn't, because grape has the word rape in it, and that's forbidden by the filter. So his last name is Graypflavor. So he's Grape Flavor, but I had to play games with the spell. And Ding 53. Wait, that was supposed to be Ding 53. What the hell? Bosie's outside. He'll ding me 53. Or I swear to God, I'm going to punch him so hard.
My cousin
Bosie?
might not see the answer.
Ding 53.
But I do. Tis very
Talk to
simple,
Bosie and
my
travel with
friend.
him
Let me
to
explain
find
it to
Nar
you.
Khaleb. Oh, we're going to Nar Khaleb. I will get new boots, hopefully, out of this. Light, medium, heavy. Let's see. More might. 4 less vit. A nice resistance. Critical defense. Reduced crowd control duration. Increased out-of-combat run speed. That's a nice one. So I will be using this. I will get the Delver of Nar Khaleb. Thank you. Thank you. And that's another trait point. Giving me another 5% to my Devastate damage. And my next point will be either Battle Fury or Fist of the Valar. Arr. Strike your foe with Preternatural Force. It deals 10% bonus damage for each point of metal it consumes.
I
You're
have
off.
need of your great skill.
The Heart of Fire, the great forging room where Durin's axe was birthed, was lost in ages past. But the discovery
Do you hear
of the
that?
Way of Smiths
Hear that?
will
Vile
bring
bread
fresh
bag.
hope to those who seek to reclaim the glory of Khazad-dûm.
Stay alert. There may be more of them. Yep. At least leveling up to the point of 50. The class was a blast. Still fun. But I'm not one-shotting everything all the time. Which isn't fair. I really should be one-shotting everything all the time. On all of my classes. This is the place. What do you think? I think it looks like rock. If the Heart of Fire actually exists, I believe it must be behind this wall. What were the secret means of opening it that you recovered from Katub Zahar? Ah yes, the great blacksmith Ongli desired not to be disturbed, not even by Durin himself, unless by ceremonial gestures of acknowledgement, worthy of his station. Wow, I mean, dwarves tend to be a kind of full of themselves people, but this guy, I will salute. Will you look at that? We were right after all, Briquette. I will now say the opening words. Anal Nathrak, Uthvas Bethud, Dochiel Tienve. In that movie. We have found Nar Khaleb. How incredible this place should lie forgotten for so long. Behold the mighty forges of Nar Khaleb. Nar Khaleb. Quickly, my friends, search the 3 forges for Ziggelberg. Spoiler, it's not here. You are incorrect, Faye, but good try. Anal Nathrak ut was befud doch el tienve. In the movie, it is described as the charm of making. Next clue. It is inveigled away from Nicole Williamson. Yes, she can always hear me in her head. It does get used in Ready Player One, Fat Body. You are entirely correct. It does get used there, but that's not the origin. It is in... Yeah, there we go. Canucket got it. It is inveigled out of Nicole Williamson by Helen Mirren. But it was used in Ready Player One, just the way I just used it, as a geek test.
The dwarves have found the Heart of Fire, the greatest of their lost forges. Though Ziegelberg, the legendary mithril axe, was not found there, the discovery of the forges was itself a great victory. Enheartened by the victory,
the charm of making.
Broger and his following have moved on to establish a command in the 21st Hall.
Basically, use your will to change things. Well, that's certainly my earliest memory of her. It was either that or The Cook, the Thief, His Wife, and Her Lover. But I think it was Excalibur, and damn. That's all I'm going to say. She and Nicole Williamson were chosen specifically because they didn't like each other. They had worked together previously, I think, in a play, and they did not like each other, and John Boorman, the director, wanted that dynamic. He wanted that sort of tension between the characters.
The Heart of Fire is ours again.
Oh,
Thanks to
Scholar? No. Explorer? No. Delver? Or Surveyor? That's medium. Yep, heavy. It's heavy. So they added Surveyor, I think, for the Wardens. But Delver it is for me. It has a small amount more armor. Really, not much. But that's fine.
My cousin and some other dwarves have gone on to the 21st Hall.
The 21st Hall? Let me
It
sell
is
some
hoped
junk.
that Balin's company discovered mithril.
Puklor's Fall, I no longer need. Piles of creepy filth. I have to say, I'm a big, big supporter of all of the various types of filth in the game. I have to talk to Broger in the 21st. But I have to go there. I think I have to go there and map the way, so we're going to ride back to the 21st. We've done it once tonight. Let's do it a second time. Because I hate my life. I'd forgotten there's a quest that makes you do this, so I wrote earlier. Well, just any of the task items that are filth are my favorite task items. Let me put it that way. You know, for some people it might be sword sheaths, broken maces, or bows, but for me, it's filth. I have a full stack right there. 50 piles. 50 full piles of creepy filth. It's just, it's multi-purpose. It has so many uses. If you have a need of filth. Oh, he busts out a Devodiad reference. Well, once I get out of here, Moria, and do whatever time I do in Lothlorien and move on to Mirkwood. After Mirkwood, I think it's a Nedwife, right? And my early stream where I'm doing my free-to-play through, my character is running around in Evendim right now. Yeah, I don't know what it is about MMOs and scat play, but you really can't escape it anymore. I think it started with the Nagrand cherries in WoW. I don't remember Dunland being Stunland. But I may have never heard the phrase and therefore never really realized or noticed. And one more mapping thing, and then I think we're on to the 21st proper. And then I can get the fast travel. I've drawn this part of the winding parchment, and once more right at the doorway into the 21st. Zigglnib. And the 21st. Again. I was here like an hour and 20 minutes ago. Reduced awareness. Oh, lovely. That's how LotRO spells lag. I guess we enter the 21st proper and draw that in on the map, and then we're done with the map. And here then, there we go. I found a good location to draw on the parchment. Alright, I'll take that back to What's-His-Nose. Back in the Chamber of the Crossroads. Yeah, Eregion is a pretty map. Definitely, especially if you like the sort of the more pastoral stuff. I myself, I freak out over the architectural stuff, so. Minas Tirith is the one that blows my tiny little mind.
Needs doing.
Welcome to the Chamber of Leadership, Burkett. From here I will lead my people to even greater glory in Moria. Yeah.
I can hardly believe that we are
Find
here.
Rokur and send
This
him
is a
your
joyous
aid.
day
Find
for the dwarves.
Uhtrig and lend him your aid. Okay, I'll find them and lend them my aid. I think Dunland is meant to be a little bit more bleak than Eregion. After all, Eregion was an elvish land, so it's going to look prettier, generally speaking. Okay, back to the Chamber of the Crossroads, and better have it fast travel this time, Taff.
Dwarves must fight for dwarves.
Thank you. Also, dwarves must fight for dwarves. Well, at least it's not bad Scottish accents anymore. Alright, Thalfi. What's it all about? Thalfi. That's an old movie reference.
The time has come
You
to
drew
drive
this?
forth the orcs
Oh, this
from
is
our
even better than the
kingdom.
original. I appreciate the detail you put in. Have you not considered a career in map making? Whenever I travel the winding way, I will thank you. You have my thanks. I will think of you. You have my thanks. And I'll thank you. Because he's thankful. For me. Because of course he's thankful for me. Who wouldn't be? More traceries. Many more traceries. Well, I am feeling it a bit in my back now, so I am going to call it a little bit early and go have a little lay down for 10 or 15 minutes. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me. Hopefully, if the back continues to improve, I'm still, I would say, dubious for the early session tomorrow, but if I do the early session, that's between 11 a.m. and noon Pacific time starting, so that's 2 or 3 in the afternoon Eastern. And that's on my free-to-play account. But I definitely intend on being back for the evening session, the late session. That's 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. Back here, most assuredly, with Briquette, fisting things fiercely, ferociously. Oh, I actually would, yes. Because I'm not currently in a kin. I am Briquette. Briquuette. I put the. Fierce fisting there will be, Fat Body. And given that you are PH Fat Body, you can now spell all of your alliterative F's with a PH. But I'm going to call it here for the evening and have a little bit of a laydown for 10 or 15. That usually takes the kink out. I've found that's really helping me deal with the bad back right now. But I should be back tomorrow for the evening session. I hope you guys had a little bit of fun this evening. I should be back tomorrow. Same time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. Let me see if I can't manage rating somebody. Pass along, the good feelings kind of thing. Try, let's see. How about them? I don't know them. I've never watched them, but I'm going to try and give them a raid if I can. Give me a second here as I try to get my act together to pass this along to somebody.
And then why?
As soon as the ad finishes. So please bear with me here for a sec. I'm going to try. I've only done this a few times, so if I screw it up, apologize to him. You make sure I've got it spelled right. Looks like it is spelled correctly. Why is it? Oh. Yeah, okay. They're not streaming right now. Then I'm just going to call it here. Thanks, guys, for hanging out. I will try to get a better handle on a way to hand over if I'm going to try to raid somebody else's stream, but I'll just call it for now. Hopefully you guys will see me soon. Have a great night tonight. Take care. And as always, I'll try to set a reachable bar for you. I hope the rest of your week doesn't suck. Catch you next time, guys. And ciao for now. Night all.